Hello everyone, this is Team Snack Overflow and here's a brief overview and demonstration of our project Rakshbodh, which acts as a bridge in current world vulnerability assessment. When a cybersecurity expert wants to identify vulnerabilities of a website or a system, he enters this domain or system IP and run it through multiple tools like Nmap, OpenVAS for testing. But real problem is not just running these tools, it is what comes after. So each tool he uses outputs results in different formats and going through separate results of each tool and correlating vulnerabilities between these results of different tools is a huge task. And sometimes security teams spends up to 60 to 70% of their time in data aggregation instead of threat detection. So we propose a solution to bridge this gap, which is our project Rakshbodh. Runs in three phases, which includes phase one, user-friendly web interface with multiple tool integration. So when a user wants to scan a website, he can directly enter domain address of the website like youtube.com in this text bar and he can start the scan. So once he enters the domain address, our system in the backend communicates with these providers internally and gets data from this provider. For example, here we can see the raw data fetched from the provider. So once the data is fetched from each provider, a scan is completed. But the main problem here is the data provided by each provider is in different format. So we need to intelligently combine these data to catch up all the vulnerabilities. So this brings us to the second phase of our project, data integration and report generation. So we use an intelligent AI system which identifies the gaps between each result format and prepares a single consolidated security report which includes total findings, vulnerabilities and attack paths. So the consolidated vulnerabilities includes the providers which are used to identify the weakness of our system. So, for example, which XSL or TLS configuration of the system might not be identified by a single source, but consolidating these two sources helped us to identify this vulnerability. Similarly, this identified attack path shows how attacker would combine these weaknesses to attack into our system and compromise the system. And here we can also identify or see the immediate action required to safeguard our system. And we can also directly download the report. This is the phase 3 of our project, a RAG powered chatbot. So the report generated in the phase 2 is converted into vector embeddings and connected to an LLM so that it generates relevant and better responses to the user query. So a user might ask what attack paths an attacker can use to compromise the system. So our chatbot responded with the attack path and here also clearly mentioned the steps it user might follow and leveraging the vulnerabilities of the system. So the possibility or likelihood of this attack path is medium. So this is our project Rakshbodh, which emphasizes the protectivity and security along with explainability. So thank you for giving us this opportunity. Hope you like it.